keep that applause going for the next comedian. Let's build on up and welcome Dave Miller.
Hello Newmarket. Are we feeling good?
Yep.
I'm not a bit flat tonight. I'm into stage 2 of man flu, week 2. I could pass that in a moment. You're going to love man flu. It's invented by men because we don't bleed or give birth, so we have to get sympathy some other way. So we invented man flu. 2 weeks of guaranteed, just do whatever you want. Let's go. So I've got another week to go. Anybody here think that they own a cat? You think you own a cat. You don't own a cat, they own you. I've got a cat. I only ever see him when he wants to be fed. He buggers off and you can't hug a cat. Actually, you come to think of it, my 2 kids I think are turning into cats. They're exactly the same. I learned 3 things about cats on the weekend. The first fact is that cats sleep for 70% of their life. 70% and they get away with it. I slept in on bloody Sunday and got called a lazy fat bastard. Yet the cat's great, he can sleep on the end of the bed. The second fact I learned about cats is that during World War II, the Allies tried to develop a weapon where they strapped explosives to the back of the cat. The idea was that they'd throw it in the water, the cat would swim to the enemy ship and then detonate that explosive because they don't like water. It doesn't work. Not after 2 bricks anyhow, my cat struggled to swim, but I'm pretty sure that doesn't work. And the final thing that I learned about cats is that whoever called a vagina a pussy didn't have a male cat, because I looked fucking everywhere on that little bugger the other week and there's nothing that looks like a vagina on my male cat. Nothing. Talking about pussies, what's his name? Will and Kate. Is it Will and Kate are going to have a baby soon? I was reading that on the toilet the other day and I thought, shit, I hope she's going to go through the same amount of pain I'm going through now, having a crap, because I was going through intense pain. And then I said, no Dave, don't be stupid, she's got drugs, she's got support, of course she's not going to go through that much pain. But it hurt a lot. Talking about childbirth, I don't know if anyone here experiences childbirth or has experienced it. It was quite a weird experience. Like when we had our first child, we went to the birthing clinic and the lady there goes, yes, you'll notice that the birthing clinic, it looks like a uterus. I said, well, I'll take your word for it because I've only ever been to the front door and even then I only got 2 inches in, so I don't know. And then during childbirth, everything's going along, my wife's on all 4s, you know, she's ready to pop, and the midwife says, Mr. Miller, would you like to be the first person to touch a newborn baby's head? I said, shit, yeah, I'd love that. So I went down to the hole that I thought it was coming out of, and she said, no, Mr. Miller, it's not that one, it's the other hole underneath. I said, oh shit, that's a miracle baby, I've been put in the wrong hole all these years. And the thing that annoys me most is that once they've had the kid, you know, like this thing's coming out of that little thing there, a couple of months later you start experimenting with sex again, you put it in and she says, oh, it hurts. I said, how the fuck did it hurt? You just had a big watermelon coming in and you got a 1-inch little thing going in there, how could that hurt? Unbelievable. I recently got myself a smartphone. Not that smart really, you ring up, you answer, it's not that smart. What I found out they're good for, having been married for 20 years, is instantaneous porn. Look it up, that's what they're built for. And it got me thinking about the ways that we look at porn over the years. Growing up in the 70s, I'm not sure if any of you here grew up in the 70s, or this side of the room have. They were called blue movies. You had to put the projector up, and I used to watch Daddy and help me put the projector up in the lounge room. And you'd be watching those Swedish movies. And I'm sure they're called blue movies because after the first reel I blew. Literally. Then in the 80s, we got the VHS video cassette recorder. You could put plenty of movies on the VHS. It actually increased the tissue productivity in the 80s because you could actually spank off in your bedroom, other than in the lounge room with Dad. The only problem with the VHS recorder was that if you didn't click that little tab, you could record over whatever you had there. It was quite embarrassing when you're going to watch your wedding video and then Debbie Does Dallas comes on. In the 90s, we got the DVD players, you know, the new technology. That was fantastic. You could fit multiple videos on there. The only trouble with that was that you couldn't label them too well. So you'd be going to watch The Lion King and out come Dirty Whorebags 3. Not a good thing to watch on a Sunday. Just before I go, because the man flu is starting to kick in again, I started to write myself a top 3 list. Top 3 holiday destinations, tick. top 3 friends list. I've got a couple of them here, they're in the top 3. And I've even started developing a top 3 sexual encounters this year list. I just have to wait for my birthday and I'll get up to number 3. Thank you very much, I'm Dave Miller, have a great night.